I haven't watched Raw since April the 15th, so I'm sure a lot's happened in the last 2 months, and I'm sure that means that this show is going to be amazing. Isn't it? Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to these. For the first time in a while, these right here are going to be some more Raw thoughts. I find it genuinely hard to watch WWE Raw these days. I'm in that position where 9 times out of 10 I'm up in, when it's on live and I can watch it live. And if I watch most of it live, I can watch the rest of it the next day. So for example, last night I watched 2 hours of Raw, then went to bed. Got up, and you get up the next day, it's like, oh, an hour of Raw. So imagine what that's like if you don't watch it live. You wake up the next day knowing you've got a 3-hour Raw broadcast to watch. Just go, ugh. Anyway, the other thing I'm struggling with, of course, is that I may not be reviewing them anymore, but I'm still watching the Raws from 1998 as I'm going along in my 1998 series. And they're infinitely easier to watch, for if nothing else, they're only 2 hours long. Take out the advert breaks and they're 90 minutes long, and they fly past, because even the crap stuff, you're like, oh yeah, I remember this. Oh, so yeah, difficult. So anyway, Raw opens this week with Hunter and Stephanie, obviously. The commentators tell us that they have an announcement for us. So the authorities show a video of the doctor who performed Daniel Bryan's surgery, saying that Bryan will be back, just not yet. So because of that, the authorities stripped Daniel Bryan of the title and say that there will be a ladder match at Money in the Bank for the belt. Del Rio is already in there. He beat someone on SmackDown. They didn't actually say who. And then Hunter says that Randy Orton's in there because he is. He doesn't have to qualify, anything like that. And we're going to have some qualifying matches tonight and shit. So he talks about adapt or perish. And they show a video last week of Rollins turning on the Shield. Hunter makes it Wyatt versus Reigns, Ambrose, and a partner of their choice tonight, but seeing as the Shield have battered everyone, he feels like the Shield will find it hard to find a partner, and tonight, the Shield will perish. Nothing wrong with that, other than the obvious, and of course, bear in mind I write these notes as I'm going along, and my notes say, nothing wrong with that, other than there being only one man who could answer the call, and that's obviously John Cena. I wonder if that happens. So, our first match of the evening is a Money Back qualifying match. It's a good match, and it's Sheamus defeating Wade Barrett. Yep, US champion versus IC champion in a throwaway match with no build-up for no reason and neither gold on the line. Your title belts are meaningless. Just get rid of them. The Money in the Bank qualifier, that's the important thing. They do mention, don't get me wrong, I can't remember if it was Wade or Sheamus. I think it's Wade. Lawler says he could leave Money in the Bank at with 2 championship belts. That's a nice touch, yeah? But also says that's never happened before. So, granted, it's never happened at Money in the Bank before, but I'm seeming to remember that Ultimate Warrior was IC and World Champion at the same time, amongst the other Euro Continental Champions, all that. Anyway, the crowd seem to really like it, especially the end. We got Julian Chance, got some decent near falls, including 2 counts off the wasteland. Bullhammer is counted into white noise. That gets a very good near fall as well. Barrett unleashes a fuck ton of kicks, but they only mean nothing as a bro kick gets the win. Good match. In the back, the Wyatts got a nice little promo, and then Lana comes out showing vids of Obama and Putin, and how Putin is better than Obama. I have no idea why they're doing this. It's not the Cold War anymore, but it gets the desired USA chance. So happy days, I suppose. I preferred it when Lana said pneumonia, or whatever it was she said, to get our attention. That was nice. She doesn't do that anymore. Anyway, her charge, Rusev, then cut a promo of his own, saying he's a super warrior. And his opponent, Zack Ryder, gets no entrance and gets 1 move in and then gets owned with a super kick and the accolade. Ryback then defeated Goldust and his partner R-Truth. Story here is that Cody Rhodes wants to find a tag team partner for Goldust, and each one isn't working. So Sin Cara was one, R-Truth doesn't work here because they lose to Ryback. And then in the back, Summer Rae poured milk all over Layla, which is nice. I don't know why. First hour felt so very long, despite the second match. Then 3MB were rudely interrupted by the Shield, who gave them a beating and got the mic. Ambrose cutting a superb promo. You can see that he's actually shaking with anger. Tries to calm himself down before he cut this promo, saying what he's going to do to Rollins. That was really good. And then Bryan says the similar sort of thing. you know, the things you don't do, you don't stab your brothers, and you know, it's Triple H's words coming out of your mouth. Oh, we're gonna have our own Game of Thrones. That was a nice little touch, I like that one. I think the deal with the Shield, right, is that this is a destroy from within. This is all a plan from the Shield, all right? Maybe that's wishful thinking here, but that's what I think. But what I will say is the thing that counteracts against that is how convincing Ambrose was, especially in how fucking pissed off he is. If that's the if it is an inside job, it's very, very convincing the way they're doing it, isn't it? And then the Usos defeating Fandango and Damien Sandow, who was dressed as an interpretive dancer. Poor Sandow deserves better than that, but he did his best with it, and it was entertaining, is what I'll say. Mildly entertaining. Bo Dallas then defeating Xavier Woods in short order, not before telling us that the secret to Daniel Bryan's recovery is to just believe. Happy days. Wise words indeed, of course. Next, Cesaro defeating RVD in another Money in the Bank qualifier. This was another alright, it was an alright match. The thing with this one is that Paul Heyman came out and basically he made it sound like Brock Lesnar was coming out, because he of course mentioned the streak and they're still talking about that, still doing the same spiel. My client Brock Lesnar defeated the streak. Can't believe they're still doing it. That's amazing. And they're still getting the same reaction, but they teased that Brock Lesnar was going to have his celebration tonight and then brought Cesaro out. And you start going, what just happened? I thought I wanted to see Brock Lesnar. So the crowd weren't as into it as I thought they were going to be. Yeah, Seth Rollins comes out to talk to Michael Cole, and he's got a really nice suit on and yada yada yada. He'd been watching the Shield guys on the monitor backstage. He said he created the Shield, and that Reigns and Ambrose are nothing without him. He says the Shield beat everyone. At Payback, they beat Evolution. That night, he learned that to be a success in this business, you have to evolve and adapt. He soaks in the obvious you sold out chants for a moment, then says he bought into the evolution of Seth Rollins. It took guts to attack his brother. But when he said believe in the Shield, what he meant to say, well, what he should have been saying, is believe in Seth Rollins. He tells Ambrose and Reigns to bring it, so they come out and are followed by the Wyatts to lay out the Shield while Rollins bails. Naturally, it's Cena, yeah, there we go, who makes the save. Guess we know who the partner is. Good stuff from Seth. I created the Shield, I use the Shield to get what I want, I left the Shield. The thing is, what it doesn't explain is why he went from a stable who kicks all kinds of ass and beats everyone to a stable that's lost the last two pay-per-view matches. I don't understand, and he didn't tell us. Tune in next week if you want to find out, I guess. Amazingly, that's as far as I got watching live. The last hour, seriously, just... We got Paige defeating Alyssa Fox by submission in a match that I don't think was as good as their Payback match. Fox then poured water and popcorn on Oksana, then apologises, and then shoves popcorn in her mouth. And you sat there going, I get that she's crazy, not sure how it sells tickets. Then Jack Swagger defeated Santino in less than 2 minutes, which is nice of him. And then, you know, well done. Of all the people you should be feeding to Jack Swagger, I don't think Santino is one of them. But anyway, and then 90% of all people are happy with the network, which is an interesting one. I'm guessing this is an independent statistic they've got, independent story. I mean, Jesus Christ, if WWE did it, it would be 100%, wouldn't it? Hey, there we go. To answer a lot of questions, I've had this one a hell of a lot. Actually, you can answer 2 questions in one go, right? Firstly, no, I haven't watched the latest NXT takeover, wasn't it? I haven't watched it. I haven't got around to it at the moment. I just haven't got the time, all right? I haven't seen that. Second question, yes, I'll be getting the network when it comes over here. Apparently it's going to be coming over here at SummerSlam, in time for SummerSlam. I will get it then. I know you can get it over here in the UK. I've seen lots of people, or know lots of people who have got it. But it's faffing around with loads of things and programs and paying for things that I don't want. I just want to be able to watch it on my Xbox without having to create a new account, anything like that. I am prepared to wait. I was prepared to wait until December. I'm prepared to wait until August. It's that simple. I will be getting a guarantee. I think like no more torrents. Hey, no more no more torrents of WWE shows. At this moment in time, I've got a torrent on my computer. I probably shouldn't say things like this, but meh, why not? I've got a 2005 pack. It's got all the WWE shows, 2005. It's sat there seasoned at the moment, so I can get some fucking thing off it. Things like that will become eliminated overnight. I don't need that anymore. Happy days. Our main event was the Shield and John Cena defeating the Wyatts in a 20-minute match, to be honest, and it was pretty decent, and it was won with a spear on Harper. So the Shield will not be destroyed. No. 2 good matches is what I'll say. The first match and the main event, and everything else wasn't very good. It wasn't even bad. It wasn't even offensive. It was just dull. And that's the thing, this was a show that has just dragged and dragged and dragged. And you start going, how do people watch this every week? I am not going to do this. I'm going to go back to, the thing is, right, what I've noticed in the last 2 months is I've got quite a drop in views. My average Raw view figure is 700 views a week. So think about it, if I don't watch Raw, I lose that per week. That's 1,400 views for the 2 weeks. That's it's 2,800 views a month. I'm losing the best part of 3,000 views a month, yeah, if I don't watch Raw, right? And let me tell you something, folks. Right this minute, I can live with that. I will start tuning into Raw again in like the 2-3 weeks before SummerSlam, is what I'll say. Until then, I'm just going to keep looking at the dirt sheets and go, oh, that looks interesting, I'll watch that. If there's nothing interesting, I won't watch it. It's just, I can't do it. I'm happy to just concentrate on 10 years ago and 1998. Was it great at the moment? How's that sound? And of course, I will still review WWE pay-per-views when I'll review Money in the Bank as well. It's just, I can't watch Raw, alright? How's that sound? Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Mark P. What do you think of Raw? My next vid will be a Bad Blood 2004 review as part of my 10 years ago series. I've been Mark P. Take it easy. Like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. See you soon.